For Island of the Lost Films, we decided to do 3 attractions, and our first attraction is located at the back of the park, but is still in direct view for the guests to see when they arrive. It's called Pursuit for the Potion, and is based off of the movie The Emperor's New Groove. It is very similar to the ride from the movie itself, and will be like The Mummy from Universal Studios. It will include Yzma shouting, "Pull the lever, Kronk," and will start off the ride with Yzma shouting, "Wrong lever." Then the guests will experience a ride like no other. Our next ride is the first ride right when you enter the park, and is called Meet the Robinsons, and will be similar to the ride Dr. Doom's Freefall from Universal Studios. It will be similar to the way they use the tubes to transport to and from places in the movie, and at the end of the ride, there will be arrows pointing guests towards the exit, saying, "Keep moving forward," a quote that is heavily used in this movie. Our last ride is across from the food court and is from the Goofy movie. It's called Goofy's Totally Tubular Road Trip. This ride will be similar to the spinning teacups from Disney's Magic Kingdom, and instead of the teacups, we will be replacing them with Goofy's car, and as the guests spin around, a disco ball will drop from the ceiling, and the ride will begin to play the song from the band Powerline in the movie.
Hello everyone, we're now going to talk about our food and beverage option that we have here at the Island of the Lost Films theme park. All of our food locations will be based off of a food court style system where we'll have different little stands themed based on the 4 movies that we've chosen, which are Chicken Little, A Goofy Movie, Emperor's New Groove, and Meet the Robinsons. So for our Chicken Little stand, it's going to be called Chicken Little Nugget, where we'll have different options of chickens, such as grilled chicken, chicken nuggets, chicken fingers, and a chicken patty, where guests can try different chicken styles and choose a sauce to put on it, as well as get a side of fries. So we're going to have different fries options. So we'll have like regular fries, we'll have like bacon and cheese fries, and then like fries with cheese and chili lime sauce. Next, we're going to talk about our Emperor's New Groove stand, which will have taco-based food. So you'll have different taco styles. You'll have your traditional hard and soft tacos, then you'll have the beef, you'll have pork, you'll have chicken, you'll have tofu for the vegetarians, and different toppings of it on it, so cheese, lettuce, sour cream, guacamole, we'll have side chips and guac that we can sell to our guests. And then we're going to talk about the other 2 stands, which is going to be a Goofy Movie, which is going to be hot dog style based food. So we'll have different hot dogs. We'll have a regular hot dog, Italian hot dog, a chili dog, served with different fries. We'll also have our condiment bars, because guests love to put different toppings on their food. So we'll have quite a different options for condiments, such as ketchup, mayo, mustard, relish, and etc. And then we're going to talk about our last food stand, which is going to be Meet the Robinsons. So we're going to have more of a kid-friendly menu here. So we're going to have like spaghetti meatballs, PB&J sandwiches, turkey sandwiches. Then we'll have our big fountain drink section that guests can purchase drinks, and they'll have fountain options like Coke, Sprite, Diet Coke, orange soda, root beer, fruit punch, lemonade, water.
So as I said before, we will have 2 merchandise locations in this park. The Island of the Lost Gifts is located at the front of the park, and the second store is at the exit of Pursuit for the Potion. Along with the merchandise we already showed you, we will also be selling Island of the Lost Films merchandise such as t-shirts, magnets, hats, keychains, and many other items. Next, we will be talking about the merchandise offered at our park. As you can see here, we have our main items that will be for sale. From the movie Chicken Little, we have the Chicken Little stuffed animal as well as a pair of the green glasses. From Emperor's New Groove, we will be selling a llama hat and a replica vial necklace. These items will be available in our main store as well as the one at the exit of our main attraction, Pursuit for the Potion. This will be a create your own vial necklace where you can pick what color potion goes inside. From the Goofy movie, we will be selling a Goofy hat and a kid's fishing pole based on the movie. And last, we will have a toy rocket ship from the movie Meet the Robinsons, as well as Goob's bowler hat. So as I said before, we will have 2 merchandise locations in this park. The Island of Lost Gifts is located at the front of the park, and the second store is at the exit of Pursuit for the Potion. Along with the merchandise we already showed you, we will also be selling Island of the Lost Films merchandise, such as t-shirts, magnets, hats, keychains, and many other items.
Next, we have live entertainment that's going to be in the park. The first of 2 different entertainment offerings that we will have in the Island of the Lost Films is the Daytime Parade. This will take place at 2 p.m. every day and is going to consist of 4 sections, each one dedicated to one of the 4 movies that make up the Island of the Lost Films. First, we will have the Goofy movie car float with fishing gears sticking out of the back of the car and the characters inside. And then there will be dancers dancing to Powerline around the float as it moves down the parade route. Next, the Chicken Little float will be made up of tiles that have fallen from the sky like in the movie. There will be characters on the float, float-walking actors dressed as aliens walking around the float, and dancers dressed up as baseball players with bats to swing and dance with. The song Take Me Out to the Ball Game will play when the baseball player dancers precede the float, and It's the End of the World by R.E.M. will play when the float goes by. Next, the Emperor's New Groove float will consist of Kuzco's castle with Kuzco and Yzma fighting for the potion on top, while Kronk and Pacha with his family will all be dancing around the float. Dancers dressed as llamas will be dancing around the float, and Kuzco's guards will precede the float. Finally, the Meet the Robinsons float will finish out the parade and will include the meatball fight dinner scene in the movie, which includes all the main family characters at the dinner table on the float throwing meatballs at each other and pretending to fight just like they did in the movie. While this is happening, the bowler hat guy, also known as Goob, will walk around the float with the younger version of himself. The second entertainment offering we have for the Island of the Lost Films is the Kiss Goodnight Nighttime Show. This will be a show that surrounds guests on all sides while each movie's respective areas of the park are illuminated, and during the show, park lights will be dimmed. The show will start with Chicken Little's bell tower and archway illuminating with projections from the movie, and songs used in the movie will be playing, such as It's the End of the World by R.E.M. Next, the Meet the Robinsons section will consist of music by Franny singing frogs, and one-liners from the movie's characters will play as the ride and storefronts are illuminated. Following that will be the Goofy movie section, and that will consist of dialogue between Max and Goofy, as well as illuminating the ride once it is closed with no guests in it, with a soundtrack playing from the movie. And then to top it all off, Pacha's house on the hill from the Emperor's New Groove will be illuminated, and Pacha and his wife will have dialogue about what a great day it was, but now it's time for bed. After all of the movie's parts are done, a fireworks show will be displayed, and then the park lights will return to full brightness, and music from each film will play as guests are leaving the park for the night. The Island of the Lost Films marketing is going to consist of a few different outlets, including commercial broadcasting on Disney Channel, Boomerang, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon, billboards throughout Orlando and surrounding areas such as Tampa and Gainesville, social media advertisements on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and YouTube advertisements, and lastly, there will be signs throughout the park about new ticket deals, annual pass prices, and new offerings at the park.